Now we're further along. In the background is where I was a few minutes ago. See Point Martello Tower, and that majestic view kind of speaks for itself. You have Pigeon House in the north wall, container ships coming in and out. You know, Peninsula of Hout, Dunleary Harbour. This is all reclaimed land. There used to be bats there one time. There used to be bats all over this part of Dublin, from Bray up till Sandymount, all long gone. And we were at Salthill Station, which reopened in 1984 to coincide with the DART, Dublin Area Rapid Transit. And so you have a contrast here, brickwork from the 80s and the original brickwork from the 1860s. So we have a DART coming in now. Very busy line, as I said. So let's just keep walking. So due to rationalisation on this railway line, like don't forget the Harcourt Street line closed New Year's Eve 1958, so they're still under severe pressure to cut back. So they closed a lot of intermediate stations between Westland Road, it was known then, and Dunleary. Lansdowne Road was only open for sports event days, as in football or rugby, mostly rugby. And Blackrock was the only intermediate station and the oldest station. It dates back to the opening day in 1834 that stayed open. So sadly, we seem to demolish a lot of our heritage, unfortunately, and they demolished this lovely Victorian Swiss chalet style station. And beside it, you had the Salthill Hotel, which actually William Dargan lived in during the building of this railway. So he literally oversaw from his windows the construction of the railway, because the railway, they started building the railway down here, breaking the rocks down at Salthill and forming the railway track bed, the railway alignment, back in the early 1830s. And but as I said, there wasn't a station here. There's the modern station. It's a bit of an eyesore. It's of no architectural merit whatsoever, and the footbridge. There would have been a lovely footbridge, but the walls in there go back to Victorian times. So there's remnants of the old station still evident as we keep walking down. Those apartments are where the Salthill Hotel was. That was burnt down in 1970, I believe. And some people that will listen to this video might recall the hotel over 50 years ago. And we're coming down to a pillar. That's the only remnant of the footbridge over the line. They had to remove this due to the pylons. And this is very close to where the original terminus of the line was in 1834. They had plans to extend it down to the John Mulvany design station. The restaurant that was had a fire in it in recent months. That was last used as a station building in 1970. So a bit went on in 1970. We lost this beautiful hotel, the Salthill Hotel, and there would have been bats over there. Very popular spot for people that are walking down to Old Dunleary Harbour. So here we have, it's the last, well actually I think there's two remnants. There's this cylinder object, so you would have had a spiral staircase, footbridge coming over and spiral staircase. So I'll try and find some pictures of that and post them on the groups. Nowhere there and buried in all the ivy is actually there. That's where the footbridge would come over, and there would have been there's a pillar buried in there somewhere. So to end the walk and talk, we're approaching the where the terminus was. I think it was a very basic wooden shed, very nondescript, but just a temporary terminus of the line. The reason being they terminated here because the configuration was different down here. The harbour was completely different. The old Dunleary harbour was down here, the asylum harbour, and the configuration of the water was they had to build a causeway to connect the railway up into what's known as, I suppose, modern Dunleary, Victorian Dunleary. So along here somewhere was the original terminus. These walls here, I think it could be anywhere along here. This 5.5 mile post, maybe it's there. Now, just to end the walk here, very attractive footbridge is the location of the Salthill level crossing, which closed in 1983. I posted a picture of that on the Dunleary Facebook group a while back. It's a popular picture. Lots of people reminisce about it. Would have had a signal cabin. But yeah, these with automation, everything had to change. You know, they didn't put in an automated level crossing. Here's a dart now coming down. So this brickwork is where the level crossing was. Some red bricks there. And there's the wall over there where cars have come over conveniently. They have to come down this road now. This would be the metals when they were constructing this majestic harbour. Some iron work from associated with the level crossing.